Wayne Bailey was born August 16, 1933, in Carter County, Kentucky, to Willard and Ada Bailey, along with his older brother Marvin, and later his younger sister Geraldine.
Our mother passed away when he was about 3 years old. Grandma cared for him till Dad remarried. And when Dad remarried, he and his older brother went to live with Dad and her stepmother. And they only stayed together about 3 months. And Dad and the stepmother didn't get along that well. They got a divorce. And it went on about a short time, and he met our second stepmother and married her. And they lived together till my dad passed away. And in the meantime, they had 10 more children. And of course, Wayne played a big part in helping to care for all those children and raise them. Wayne had a hard life. We did a lot of farm work. And of course, Wayne was right into he had to do farm work. And like grow corn and tobacco and many things to do on the farm. When he was really small enough that he shouldn't have had to have done it. Our dad wasn't one of the best persons that ever was to be there on the weekends. And Wayne would have to hook up a mule and a sled and go about 3 miles to the grocery store and haul in a sled load of groceries to feed us for the next week. He had a bad car accident, I believe in 1957, and for about 14 days, he didn't speak to us at all. He was totally unconscious. When we brought him home, of course, he couldn't walk to get up the steps to get into the house. And they set him in a chair and carried the chair up the steps to get him in. Every time I'd say anything about going home, he'd just throw a fit. Who's going to take care of me when you go home? And I had a hard time convincing him that he'd be taken care of. But he continued to gain and got back to where he was able to do for himself.
This accident would have a lasting impact on his life. Wayne's chest was crushed and his right side was paralyzed. He had to relearn how to walk and other basic tasks. He now had normal pressure hydrocephalus, or in basic terms, fluid on the brain. This resulted in strokes throughout his life.
I was walking across the street in Allville, and he had stopped at the red light, and I went across the street at the red light in front of him. And he said, "That's the girl I'm going to marry." I'd never met him. I had him in 1961. We did it for 2 years, off and on. We married in 63.
Wayne and Donna had 2 kids, a boy named Myron and a girl named Wanda.
Myron was born in 63, and 5 years later, Wanda come along. Well, when we was first married, he was working up in Crestline at Dominion, and then he come home. We got married, and he bought a dump truck to haul gravel. But I guess the best job he liked the most was working in the mines, clay mines. And then he went to work at the brickyard, and that's where he finished out.
I wouldn't dare tell what moonshine he had killed down Dudley Ridge to a man where Fred Binion, you probably heard that name, and he'd take it down in the sled, and Fred Binion sold it for Daddy. And Wayne had to haul that out of there on that sled before daylight of the morning. He also hauled it to a nice high in the back of his car to help make his car payments. If they'd ever got caught with that, you hardly wouldn't have.
Wayne had a lawnmower accident. While driving up a hill, the lawnmower tipped, he fell off, and the lawnmower rolled on him. This resulted in a broken back.
Yeah, he was stubborn. Yeah, he was Hellboy, but he was stubborn. He was a Bailey. Yeah, he was a Bailey. He was stubborn. They're all the Baileys are stubborn. Well, he left a mechanic. Working on cars was his main hobby. He loved to hunt.
Wayne liked to hunt. And of course, I loved to get out in the woods with him. He'd carry a gun that when he was real small, that was about as big as he was. And he hunted for squirrels and rabbits or whatever he could find that he wanted to kill to eat.
Loved a deer hunt.
He would do anything for his family. He loved his wife and kids more than anything.
Well, he was a good husband. Good father. That was a mean word.
Wayne, along with his dad, built the house his kids grew up in. His wife and son still live there today. His daughter Wanda got married and gave him his only grandchildren, Alex and Emily, who he loved and spoiled as much as possible. Due to working in the mines, Wayne developed black lung. This, normal pressure hydrocephalus, strokes, and dementia Alzheimer's would contribute to his death. Wayne passed away April 25, 2014, at his home, surrounded by family and in the arms of his dear wife. Wayne will forever be missed by family and friends. He was a wonderful husband, a great dad, and the best grandfather he could have been. Wayne is survived by his wife, Donna, his sister, Jerlene, his children, Myron and Wanda, her husband, John, and their children, Alex and Emily.
They're gonna put me in the movies. They're gonna make a big star out of me. We'll make a film about a man that's sad and lonely. And all I gotta do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can't never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you come to see me in the movie. Then I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that's ever hit the big time. And all I gotta do is act naturally. We'll make the scene about a man that's sad and lonely and begging down upon his bended knee. I'll play the part, but I won't need rehearsing. All I'll have to do is act naturally. Well, I'll bet you I'm gonna be a big star. Might win an Oscar, you can't never tell. The movie's gonna make me a big star, 'cause I can play the part so well. Well, I hope you come to see me in the movie. But then I know that you will plainly see the biggest fool that's ever hit the big time. And all I gotta do is act naturally.